big race today, we wanted to talk to two of the experts that helped design and build a new type of race car. We don't have much time before the start of the race, but can you quickly explain the reasoning behind the general design of the car?
We wanted to build a car with a simple, sleek design that would travel the distance of the track. As you can see from this model, basically all we did was attach axles with wheels to the bottom of a mousetrap. A string wound around an axle and attached to the straightened lever arm of the mousetrap turns the wheels. We used wheels with a large circumference compared to that of the axle, so that for each turn of the axle, the car travels a much greater distance.
What purpose does straightening the lever arm serve? A longer lever arm pulls more string, and more string equates to more rotation to the wheels as it unwinds, and thus a greater distance is traveled. It takes more time for a longer lever arm to complete one power stroke because a longer string offers resistance due to the car's inertia for a longer amount of time, resulting in a decreased power output. This is vital because it allows for a more controlled transfer of energy from the spring to the wheels and thus a smoother ride. How were you able to harness the power of the mousetrap? When the lever arm is cocked back, the spring has a large amount of elastic potential or stored energy. As the spring reverts to its original position, it does work on the lever arm, giving the lever arm, the attached string, the axles, and thus the car as a whole kinetic energy. Of course, none of this would ever occur without friction. So what role does friction play in the motion of the car?
Without friction between the wheels and the ground, the tires would just spin without making the car move. We used rubber tires, so there would be a lot of friction with the ground. As the wheels turn, friction allows them to push effectively against the ground, and according to Newton's third law, for the ground to push effectively on the wheels, causing the car to move. We tried to minimize the friction at the axles by using pieces designed to fit together and slide past one another, so the wheels would turn easily and very little of their kinetic energy would be converted into thermal energy and wasted. Also, the string we use is actually industrial strength dental floss, which is slightly sticky and therefore offers enough friction to turn the axle.
You mentioned Newton's third law. Do his other laws come into play in this vehicle? Of course. In compliance with Newton's first law, the car won't move until the unbalanced force of the spring begins to act on it, and once in motion, it only comes to a rest due to the unbalanced forces of friction with the ground and air, or if the car runs into an object that provides an impulse to bring it to a stop. According to Newton's second law, the force equals mass times acceleration. Since the car is a relatively low mass and is powered by a very forceful spring, it accelerates quickly. Did you run into any difficulties while designing the car?
Well, at first the car was too light, so there wasn't enough friction and the wheels weren't obtaining adequate traction with the ground, so the car was peeling out and not going straight, but we were able to solve that problem by adding weight inside the wheels and underneath the car.
Well, this was all very interesting. Now we head to the track for the race.
On your mark, get set, go!
Oh my god, it's Hitler!